Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another braces update video. I can't remember the last time I filmed this. I definitely have done a couple videos in the summer, maybe even just one, but I feel like I haven't sat down and done a braces update video in a while, so I wanted to film one today. I feel like I haven't filmed one in a bit just because I haven't really had much changes. I've had some changes now and I wanted to share. I know you guys really enjoy seeing these videos and staying up to date with what's going on with my braces journey. So the more time goes on and the closer I get to getting my braces off, the less I have to update, if that makes sense. Hopefully you understand what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna do my best to give you all the information for this video. If you're new here and you want to subscribe to my channel and see more content from me, definitely do that. I'm trying to hit 10K. I've been trying to hit 10K for like a long time. If you want to support me, subscribe, like this video, all the things. I'm just gonna dive into this video. Okay, so if this is the first video you're seeing from me or you've never seen any of my other braces update videos, I will have an iCard of all of my braces content if you want to binge that, but I'm gonna give a little bit of background info if you're new here. So I got braces in August 2020. This is a picture of my teeth before I got braces and then how it looked right after. I looked like a crocodile. My teeth were very obviously crooked. A week prior to getting my braces on, I had teeth extractions, and so I had 4 teeth pulled out. I'm going to discuss that later on in this video. I've went over teeth extractions in a lot of my videos. Some of them I went more in depth on. So again, if you do want to check out any of my braces videos, I'm going to have an iCard and a link down below. This might be a little bit repetitive, but if you do want to see any of those videos, that's there for you. Long story short, I had teeth extractions because I had crowding in my mouth, which was pushing my 2 teeth in particular. My canine teeth were being pushed forward and they were like protruding. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but my lips like didn't sit properly over those teeth. Like the teeth were pushing them out a bit. Hopefully I'm making sense, but my teeth were just very crooked. Ended up taking out my 4 teeth, my molars at the top and then my molars at the bottom. I will insert a picture again if you want to see the gaps. Over time, obviously my gaps closed. I had elastics, I had power chains. I actually have power chains again. I've had them on and off, power chains and then just traditional elastics. It's been a journey and we're here now. My teeth are basically almost ready, which is super exciting. That is a little background for you. I was supposed to get my braces off February 2022. It has been, I don't even know how long. I'm honestly not mad about not having my braces off yet because I heard somebody say before to leave them on for as long as possible so that your teeth can be absolutely perfect, and I want my teeth to be perfect. I paid for my braces myself and so I want perfectly straight teeth. My teeth have always been my biggest insecurity and this is something I really wanted to do for myself, and so if I have to keep them on longer, I'm not gonna rush it. I'm gonna do what I can to make sure my teeth look perfect once I get my braces off. I'm going to get on to the main part of this video, which is the updates that have happened within the past couple months with my braces. So during the summer, I kind of went back and forth. I think honestly for the past couple months, I've been going back and forth of putting power chains on my mouth. If you don't know what power chains are, they're basically the braces that I have on now. I've always said this, but I think power chains look way cuter than traditional braces. I don't know what it is, but power chain is basically one elastic that kind of intertwines between all your teeth. I am not a professional and I do not know the proper lingo, but it basically is one elastic that they kind of like weave through your braces, whereas regular elastics is one individual elastic on each bracket. Typically power chains are used to close gaps and close up any space in your mouth. Hence the name. They are very powerful and when you first get them on they typically hurt. I've been going back and forth with power chains and then regular elastics. The main reason that my ortho does this is to make sure that my gaps are fully closed because we don't want to take off my braces and then I get gaps again and my gaps open. So he does this to ensure that once I do get my braces off, nothing's gonna open, nothing's gonna move around. If you know anything about braces, and you probably know that once you get your braces off, you need to wear a retainer like 24/7 for a while just because your teeth could shift. So I do have power chains again. I think the last time I might have updated I feel like I did an update in the summer or a vlog, but I basically had no power chains at the top of my mouth and then power chains at the bottom. I cannot remember why he did this. I'm pretty sure the bottom I had power chains. Honestly, I could be wrong though. One of these, I've had it switched before. Anyways, I went back and forth between having power chains and having regular elastics, and now I'm back to having power chains, and I will explain that in a second. A couple months ago, when I had a braces checkup, he always asks if I have any concerns or anything that I want to change and fix, anything that's bothering me, because obviously he can see my teeth and they look fine to him. Everything looks good on his end, but if there's something that I don't like that's bothering me, I see my teeth all the time, I'm the one looking at my mouth up close, then I can go to him and we can see if there's anything we can do. I mentioned this in a video before, but I didn't like how this tooth and this tooth were sitting, like the two teeth beside my front teeth. They looked fine when I smiled, but from the side I didn't really like, I don't know, they didn't look crooked, but they just didn't look like they were sitting. Also, my two front teeth, one of them was longer than the other. He pulled them down. Basically, it was like this. One tooth was a little higher than the other, and then it switched because he did it too much. Once I get my braces off, he can file that down and then even it out and everything. But I have definitely noticed a change with those two teeth and with the side teeth. This was a while ago and I definitely have mentioned this in a video as well, but the side of my teeth, he took away the wire. It was because my top teeth weren't fully touching my bottom teeth, like these two teeth or something. Pretty sure it's good now because last time I went, he didn't say anything. I actually have a checkup appointment in 2 days. I haven't had a wire on this side for a hot minute. Fun fact actually, the other day I was brushing my teeth and I don't know if I didn't bite my toothbrush, but I guess I like accidentally maybe I did bite my toothbrush, who knows. My entire bracket fell off. I'm gonna go get it actually if you want to see. This bracket was on my tooth and it fell off. I let my ortho know, but I don't think it's a huge deal just because I don't think it was really doing anything. There was no elastic on it and there was no wire. I have them on this side except I have a wire going through it and an elastic. So I feel like he might not put this one back. I will let you guys know, but it fell off. So if you have braces and you're brushing your teeth, be careful because you can quite literally pop off a bracket doing anything. Those are a couple updates that I've had happen. Like I said, I feel like I mentioned this in a couple videos already, just to keep you in the loop if you haven't seen those videos. So at my most recent appointment, he asked me again if there's any concerns that I have, anything that I'm not loving. We are obviously getting close to the finish line, so right now it's really just the last minute touches and any last minute things that we need to do before being able to take off my braces. There was one thing that I haven't really liked, and I mentioned it to my ortho before, and again, I've had it in a video, but like I said before, I'm going to be probably repeating myself a little bit in this video. There's something called a black triangle, which is basically when, if I'm correct, this happens because of the shape of your tooth with your gums. There sometimes is a little air hole. This is your tooth, and this is your gums, and there's like a little space. That basically happened with me with my one tooth. I had a black triangle. I kind of had the same thing in between my teeth. Like if I put water in my mouth, I could spray water out of my front teeth. It's always super noticeable right after I floss. Long story short, I wasn't a fan of how this looked. It might have not been obvious to other people, but it was obvious to me. And again, at the end of the day, I'm the one seeing my teeth the most and I want to make sure that I can perfect it as much as possible. I talked to my ortho about this a couple months ago, and basically there wasn't really much we could do. If I really hated it, they were saying that I could get gum surgery with this tooth and this tooth, pull it together and close that air hole, gap, whatever you want to call it. So I re-mentioned that to him that I didn't like it, but that I knew that we can't do anything about it. And to my luck, he said that we can try something. So basically what he ended up doing is he filed down in between my teeth, and it sounds really painful. It wasn't painful, it just felt weird, and I was so scared that he was gonna like file my gums, and he didn't. It definitely sounded worse than it was, but when I tell you, he was like taking a file in between my teeth, and I was so scared he was gonna go up and hit my gums. Like, oh my, ugh. Ugh. No. Okay. Anyways, he filed in between these two teeth here, these two teeth, and these two teeth. I basically had an option if I wanted to do this because obviously it would make my braces process a little bit longer, but he said that doing this would close the gap either completely or as much as possible. So obviously I was down to do this. I honestly don't know why before they said they couldn't do this, but he said it would be good to try and it actually might make my bite even nicer. I think it was my bite, he said. Something to do with the alignment of my teeth. It might make it even nicer. So he did that with this one and this one because I think I also mentioned that I had that little space in between my two front teeth. I think it's gone. We'll see, because I'm going again, like I said, in 2 days. So we'll see what he says about it. Basically filed down in between those teeth. At one point, I also had a dent in between my wire that he made. Like, he literally dented here and here to move teeth. I have a new wire now, so that is gone. And then he re-put power chains on my front teeth just to close those little spaces, because after he filed it, there was a small, like a sliver of a space you could barely even notice. I don't see it anymore, so it honestly might be closed. I think that was 3 weeks ago that happened, so it closed pretty fast. That's basically the most recent update I have, and now I'm just waiting to see what he says about the progress and the next steps. That is the recent changes that I've had happen to my mouth. I have power chains also on both the top and the bottom, just to keep everything nice and closed. If I'm correct, he's going to take the power chains off at my next appointment, just to, again, make sure no gaps open. And now that he filed those little like pieces in between my teeth, I'm sure he's going to want to make sure that those don't like open again. Okay, so I wanted to have a quick extraction discussion with everyone, just because I feel like this is the most common question I get asked. I don't know how common it is for people to get their like 4 teeth removed. I get comments about teeth extractions all the time in my videos for braces, especially the one where I actually got my teeth extracted. So I want to do a quick little chat going over kind of how my teeth are now after having extractions. I think it's been 2 years since I had my teeth pulled out. That's when I got my braces on, so definitely it's been 2 years. Like I mentioned a million times in this video, I have obviously other videos that I've talked about teeth extractions before. I went through like my whole braces progress pictures. I had 4 teeth pulled out, which were my molars. I had a really good question the other day that someone asked about how I brushed my teeth after I got my teeth pulled out. Obviously your teeth are super sensitive, but by the end of the day, I felt fine. I don't think I was bleeding anymore. It seems way scarier than it is. I have a lot of people comment on my video saying that they're really scared and they're really nervous to get their teeth pulled out. I fully am so happy that I did that, because I feel like my teeth just sit so much better in my mouth. Honestly, the first couple months that you have like those big gaps in your mouth suck. I was really lucky because when I did get my teeth pulled out, everybody was wearing masks still, so nobody really could see, unless I took my mask off, that I had like these gaps in my mouth. They also were at the side of my mouth, so if I laughed you could see it, but if I'm talking like this, for the most part you couldn't see it as well. Obviously when I also first got my braces on, my teeth were very crooked, and so like my mouth just like sat funny in general. If you get your teeth pulled out, I would recommend just being really gentle when you brush your teeth. If you have a soft bristle brush, use that. Even a baby brush, like a brush that babies use to brush their teeth, they're normally smaller, and so they're more precise, so you can make sure that you're not hitting the area that you got your teeth extracted in. But definitely brush your teeth. Like, do not skip brushing your teeth just because you got your teeth pulled out. I know it seems disgusting and scary, but you want to make sure that you're keeping your teeth clean and making sure you're rinsing water in your mouth and salt water to keep your gums clean. Again, I wanted to reiterate that I personally recommend getting your teeth extracted if that is an option for you, opposed from jaw surgery. I'm lucky and I didn't have to get jaw surgery. I think he said my jaw was slightly off, and so I didn't need to get the jaw surgery. If this is an option available to you, obviously do what's best for you, but I personally recommend it. I will definitely keep you guys updated once I do get my braces off on how everything's sitting in my mouth, and to make sure that nothing opens up or moves. Again, it is definitely something to think about, because it is daunting when somebody tells you need to take out 4 of your adult teeth. The bright side, it does close, and braces are pretty chunky, I'd say. At some point you get power chains, and then that really just, you can see how they'll cover the spot. The one thing I have noticed after getting my teeth extracted and having my teeth all touching now and in contact with each other, obviously I do not have any more gaps in my mouth. Amen to that. My 2 bottom teeth where I did have the extractions, it's not super tight. They are in contact with each other, but this tooth in particular is very easy to floss. I've been told this before, that every tooth that I have in my mouth doesn't need to be super freaking tight together. The best way I can describe it is that when I floss it, floss slides in and out very quickly and very easily, where if I used it on another tooth, probably up here, I have to like push up floss and get in there. Does that make sense? That is something I've noticed. If you had your teeth extracted and you got braces and you don't have braces anymore, let me know if you have the same thing, and let me know if, you know, how's it going for you? How's that doing? Another thing to be mindful of if you do get teeth extractions is what you're eating. I talked about this before, but I had lockjaw after I had my teeth extracted and my braces put on. I think my mouth was just going through so many changes. It lasted only a couple days, but I could not fully open my mouth. It was very uncomfortable. If that is an option for you for your braces journey, I definitely recommend it. It is a short while that you have these big gaps in your mouth, and they only get smaller as time goes on. So I recommend. I get questions a lot about if it's worth it, so saying it here and now, I recommend getting the teeth extracted. I did cry, however, when he told me that I need to get my teeth pulled out, but I would much rather that than have to go through jaw surgery and everything like that. Very random, but another thing that I've noticed a big change in is actually my face shape, and I had a comment talking about how my face looks much slimmer, and I agree. I don't know if it's from braces or if I just had baby fat, but I'm gonna just say it was from braces. I do find that my face is much slimmer. My cheekbones look a little bit more, like, not defined or higher, but I feel like my face definitely, especially my cheeks, my face looks slimmer, if that makes sense. And I think it also has to do with my jaw. I'm gonna try to put a picture, if I have one, of my face so you can see. I think I went to a couple braces consultations before I actually got braces on, like over the years is what I'm saying. Like, I have been wanting braces and then I finally ended up getting them. I've definitely heard them say a couple times that braces will like help my face, help my cheekbones, define my face more. Yeah, so I just wanted to point that out. This might happen to you too. I personally think I look better with my face how it is now than before. Nothing was wrong with my face, but I do think it looks nice and slimmer. Again, it could be baby fat, who knows. Before closing off this video, I have another random thing that I wanted to mention, and if you have braces, let me know if this happens to you. But I find sometimes when I have a conversation with people, I can really feel like my top lip, and I feel like it looks huge. That sounds really random, but sometimes when I talk to people, I just really notice like my top lip. I don't know what it is, but I definitely feel like I can really feel my top lip touching my braces. I can't describe it. I don't know. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. But yeah, that concludes my very random braces update. I apologize if this wasn't as structured as my like other braces videos. Getting closer to getting my braces off, there's not much to talk about, and I feel like if I do these videos, I don't want to constantly repeat myself all the time. I have covered almost everything in the previous braces videos that I've done, so it just gets a little bit harder when I do these videos. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching today's video. If you are new here, again, feel free to subscribe. If you're getting braces, or if you have braces, good luck. If you're getting braces, good luck. We're in it together. Bye.